Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing Married at First Sight UK Season 9 Episode 4. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So we have two more marriages, none of which I predicted. Honestly, my prediction list was so off. I think I've got about 3 couples right, but I'll go back over the list once all the marriages are done. In this episode, we're gonna start with Sasha and Ross. Now, Sasha, in my first video, I did say I didn't like her. However, in this intro package, she's got a lot of layers to her. So I was like, oh, okay, she's not that bad. And then with Ross, he is the one who is deaf, but being deaf has not stopped him at all.
I am an extreme girly girl.
1, 2, scissors!
My parents are competitive bodybuilders. Hungry mush?
That is fabulous.
My family are very traditional. I would describe my love life right now as completely non-existent. Being cheated on definitely affected my self-esteem. It kind of made me lose a lot of trust with people. I've decided to go celibate until I meet the one. I will not settle for anyone.
My greatest achievement, playing football with England deaf team.
My future wife. That case didn't go to gym, man, not no. I've been to put her. On a porch and deaf in the whole family.
After this was took, he was diagnosed being profoundly deaf.
Me and my girl were very, very close. I think the word on me, I think I did #1. I am a father and I'm a bit of a daughter blue. I think it was like a gift from my dad.
Sasha girl, don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. But the men in your life are fine. Ross is a cutie, okay? Ross is a cutie. He looks really good. And Papa Sasha, Papa Sasha's cute. I'm so sorry, Mama Sasha. Listen, they are bodybuilders. They will fold me in half. But Papa Sasha looks good, I'm just saying. Regarding Sasha and Ross, they are both fitness enthusiasts. They are both very driven. They both have strong family ties. I don't see why there would be an issue with these two. She has traditional values, which I understand. Will that become a barrier in wanting to get to know the person because you're so fixated on not crossing certain physical boundaries? That's the only question that I have so far. But fast forwarding to them meeting in person, the spark was immediate, honey. They look good.
He's tall, covered in tattoos, tanned, and I can communicate a little bit in sign.
Sasha, she looked at my eating. She's fab. Fabulous.
Sagittarius.
He fits in well with me and my all Sagittarius and all Aries family.
Time for the kiss.
Oh, yes.
Kiss on the cheek. Yeah. On the cheek, my Dania.
You may.
Go on.
If you've been following me for a long time, you know all the zodiac stuff, the woo-woo stuff. I don't business with the woo-woo stuff. All I know is I am a Sagittarius. Some people like to call me a Sagittariist. Whatever. And so was Ross. Hey, Sagittarius. Also, fun fact about me. I learned sign language when I was 6. It's ASL, though. It's not BSL. But I'm sure we could figure something out, Ross. If it doesn't work out. Joking. I can find a way to, if it doesn't work out, I will find a way to work out so we can work out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyways, I don't really see an issue with these two. Attraction is there. Compatibility is there. At the photo shoot, they were talking about the fact that he has a kid, and she took it in stride. She was like, oh, I love dads and their daughters because I'm really close to my dad too. She also said she has kids, but she meant her cats. And he was like, oh, cool, love cats. She did a little bit of sign language, and he was like, oh my gosh, you do sign language? Yes, she does a little bit. She wants to learn more. It's just, they're firing from all cylinders at this point. It's just good. The only thing that is potentially an issue is this traditional values thing. So she, at the reception, is bringing it up a few times, and it seems like she's really in her head about the sleeping arrangement.
Just nervous because I've got a shower room sometimes. And I just keep thinking, oh my God, please offer to go on the sofa.
How come you didn't kiss, though?
Just because my dad was there and I'd get really I don't know, I'm actually celibate. So, the celibacy is always something I come to when I'm not in a relationship.
resonate with Sasha. I was raised Adventist. If you don't know what that is, it's a subsect of Christianity. They go to church on Saturdays. It's kind of rigid sometimes, depending where in the world you live in. But yeah, so I get having traditional values. I just wonder if that's going to be like weaponized, because some people do like to do that. Like, oh, sorry, I can't do this. Oh, my values. Oh, my values. I'm not saying Sasha will do that. I just wonder if that's going to be a thing. Like, will you put your values above focusing on building the connection? Because I don't even understand why the sleeping arrangement is such a big deal at the reception. Like, let the night play out naturally. Like, it's okay. And then when we get there, we'll have that conversation. Realistically, there's only one way for Ross to react. Actually, that's not true. Ross could decide to fight her on the matter. He could decide to inquire more about the matter. But the best thing he should do is just accept her boundaries for what they are. So when he finds out she has been celibate, he does exactly that. In the US season, there was a girl who was a virgin, and I felt like because she was holding on to that so dearly, she created a wall between her and her husband, and they could never work through it because she was just holding her virtue so tightly. And I'm not saying that she should relinquish her virtue, but don't let that be a barrier between you and your partner. Like, you could still get to know them. You could still like hold hands. I don't see an issue with cuddling, unless you feel like cuddling is a gateway to sex. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how this boundary plays a part in their relationship. The last couple of the day is Adam and Pauly. Adam is a barber who takes a lot of stock in his appearance. And Pauly describes herself as an introverted extrovert.
I feel like people definitely get the wrong impression of me. They think I'm a player. So it is hard to kind of meet someone. Looking good is majorly important to me. It would be nice to have a wife that likes to look good and look good together. Slim, brunette, little boobies, big booty. I feel like everyone knows my type on paper. Pretty faz, nice smile, the full shebang.
I would describe myself as probably a walk-in hurricane. I'm very impatient. Where's he gone? Some would say dramatic. I do come across confident. My mum always says that you can hear me before you can see me. When I was 5 years old, I was diagnosed with ADHD. School was really difficult. I'm gonna get really emotional. I changed my hair. I lost weight because obviously I was trying to make friends.
As you've grown now, that doesn't affect you anywhere near as much. You're a lot stronger.
Off the bat, Adam to me is gonna be a problem. Absolutely going to be a problem. So he claims people think he's an F-boy because of how he looks or whatever. But then he says that he typically dates girls who follow a certain aesthetic. And then down the line, he realizes, oh, our personalities don't vibe. We can't continue this relationship. So you mean to tell me, out of everybody you've dated, I don't know the number, but I would assume it's more than 3. Out of everybody you've dated, you don't get along with their personality. How did you even get in a relationship? Like, I don't understand that. Everybody's personality rubs you the wrong way. I don't get that. Then Pauly says that growing up, she was bullied a lot. And so she's always had a yearning for acceptance. I'm already predicting rejection, heartbreak, disaster for these two, because somebody who wants that reassurance, who wants that acceptance, being partnered up with somebody who is so superficial, it seems like it's a recipe for disaster. Like, it's just not gonna work. It's almost the same formula that we have with Casper and Emma. Emma had a lot of confidence issues coming up and stuff, but now she's embracing herself and whatever. She still wants that reassurance from her husband, but her husband is stuck on her not being a size whatever. Her being a fuller figured woman. Like, he's just not into that. Same thing is going on here. Experts, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Because don't waste my time, these people's time, the viewers' time, by putting people together who you know on a physical level, it would never work. Like, I understand working through certain aspects of attraction, but if somebody is adamantly against a bigger person, why would you partner them up with a bigger person? And these girls aren't even like that big. I'm pretty sure I'm bigger than both of them. Like, Don't piss me off. It's so annoying. Anyways, we're here now, so what can we do? Polly is beaming as she's walking down the aisle. She's smiling from ear to ear. Unbeknownst to her, her husband was expecting Megan Fox at the end of the aisle.
You're all right. Nice to meet you. I'm Adam.
He is very attractive. I just thought, yeah, you're big, you're beefy, got a nice haircut.
Initial attraction's not 100% there. She's not my usual type.
You got lipstick on?
Yeah.
It's all right.
I wasn't instantly blown away when I see my bride. I am a little bit disappointed.
I feel like if initial attraction isn't there, that's fair and fine. You can't force it, right? But this guy has a type that is so specific that somebody as beautiful as Polly is just leading to disappointment for him. And in my opinion, if you are somebody who is so rigid in your standard of who you want to be with, why the hell would you come on a show where you don't get to pick who you're with? It pisses me off when people on Love is Blind do that too. Like, oh, I like to date with my eyes. I know what I want my person to look. So why are you here? Knowing I only have a specific standard for myself. Why are you wasting this person's time? You wanted a size 2 brunette woman, and anything outside of that would have been a disappointment. Respectfully, go figure it out on your own. Why are you here? He done pissed me off, y'all. So while they're taking pictures, everybody with eyes, except Polly, can see that this man is dying inside, okay? He is forcing himself to kiss her. He's forcing himself to be physical with her. He knows he doesn't want to. So luckily, Polly's friends are able to clock it and they're like, hey, Polly girl, this man's not into you.
Took loads of pictures, made us kiss about 20 times. She was absolutely buzzing.
Haven't seen him compliment her yet. So that's a bit of a no-go for me.
Not from him at all. Why?
I just didn't get good vibes.
But I understand he was fucking freaking out.
Yeah, that's so rude.
It sucks that now, after hearing what Alfie said, Polly is feeling anxious. You don't want to be anxious on your wedding day. Like, come on, it's supposed to be a happy day. It's supposed to be exciting. Happy days. His body language has been off, and I'm confused on why Polly can't pick it up. She does say, like, yeah, he was bricking it, meaning he was nervous and stuff. But outside of being nervous, it almost seems like repulsion. Like, is repulsion a word? Whatever, repulsiveness? You know what I'm saying. It almost feels like that. I'm wondering why she's not seeing that. And even if his body language was better, his words don't express interest. He has been put in a situation multiple times where he could say anything nice about the girl. And based on the edit, he hasn't said anything. I'm not feeling this guy at all. So fast forward to Alfie just asking Adam point blank, do you fancy my girl? And this man did not sugarcoat his answer at all.
Attraction level, like, do you think you're attracted to one?
I normally go with girls that I think, oh my God, you're unreal. Normally, like, my ex-partners have been like dark hair.
Just think it's a little bit of an odd thing to say to the bride's best friend.
You don't want to settle for what you think's okay. Like, everybody wants that perfect. Don't just settle for someone I think's okay. I want everything, you know what I mean?
So Adam seems to believe that people perceive him as an F-boy because of his aesthetic, because of the way he presents himself. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's more than that. Okay, you say that you typically date a certain type of person, but then down the line, you realize personalities don't align, so you break up with them, or the relationship dissolves. Whatever happened, right? Here you are in a situation where you are being thrust into a marriage. Yes, it's an experiment, but whatever, just go with me. You're thrust into a marriage where arguably personality is the most important thing. Values is up there, you know, looks fleeting. Not to say like you shouldn't be attracted to your partner, but like that shouldn't be the end all and be all of a marriage, right? To say, oh, well, this person's not my typical type. She's still a beautiful girl. But whatever, if you don't find her attractive, fine. But you have a tendency of dissolving relationships because the personality isn't there, but yet you've written this woman off because she doesn't match your version of the perfect woman. She doesn't match your type. She's not a size 2 brunette. And you know what? I'm consistently confused whenever I watch mainly the British shows, I'm going to be honest. And there's a guy who's like, oh, I like a girl who has this certain hair color. Hair color can change within a matter of 30 minutes. What does hair color have to do with anything? I will never understand that. I will never get it. And then to make matters worse, there's always this whole like, oh, I like blonde hair and blue eyes. But then he's going to be the same type of person who's going to say, oh, but I need somebody with a great personality. I promise you the personality is not in the eyes. It's not in the blonde hair. For him, he did say brunette. It's not in the brunette hair. Just out here lying. Like, this is why people think you're an F-boy. Your words and your actions don't align, sir. Very frustrated this season. My friend texted me today. She was like, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if Max UK this season is going to hold me. I think I'm right there with her. This cast is really irritating me so far. I actually want to see successful relationships, even though this is an experiment. Like, I want to see some love develop for the show's sake. They don't have to extend it past the show, but like, it seems like down there, everybody's taking a piss this season. We'll see. Maybe things will change, but it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Anyways, we'll see what happens in the next episode. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.